Another day, another new product. Today I'm going to review new Mars Glowfly liquid highlighter, which I recently picked up from Amazon, and I am going to share my first impression how actually it is on my dry skin, plus I have a matured skin type. So if you guys are interested to know my share of thought about this new launch, all you have to do is stay tuned till the end of this video. And if you're watching me for the first time, hi everyone, it's me Sanchari and welcome back to my channel Simply Sanchari. Hope you all are doing well. And now, without any more further delay, let's just jump straight into the video. So this highlighter comes in 3 different shades and it retails for rupees 399. You get 10 ml of quantity or 10 grams of quantity. That's how the outer packaging looks like. It just says that Mars Glowfly liquid highlighter and it is infused or enriched with sunflower seed oil. Now to my research, I have noticed that sunflower seed oil is a non-comedogenic product. So if you have oily acne skin type, you can totally use this because they say it is for all skin types, and also because sunflower seed oil has a high source of vitamin E and other skincare benefit which is going to nourish your skin thoroughly. So that is all about the outer packaging. You will find every detail on the packaging itself. It is very minimal, you guys. I don't have much to talk about the packaging. And here is the inner packaging. That's how it looks like. It comes in a slim cylindrical packaging which is made of plastic. So if you're planning to travel with it, there will be no damage whatsoever, you guys. And you will find the shade name on the bottom of the inner packaging, and it comes with this kind of doe foot applicator. So the shade I picked up for myself is 03 Winged Champagne. Now they just have 3 shades and I don't know what I should expect from this, but from my knowledge I can say that this is a liquid highlighter, but I don't know how the consistency and the texture is, whether you can use it as your liquid illuminator or strobe cream. Now because I'm doing a first impression, I am going to wear it on my entire face like a strobe cream or an illuminator to see how actually the finish is, whether it looks gritty or glittery or shimmery. We are all going to see it today. So I have nicely prepped my skin yet to prime, and let me do that and I will come back again. Alright, so let me just give you a swatch of the shade Winged Champagne. That's how it looks like. It's a beautiful champagne shade with a little bit of rose gold or copperish hint, I can say. Let me just show you on the back of my hand. Let me just try and blend it out. Okay, it blends nicely. I don't see any tugging or pulling. So I'll do about 3 strokes on this side of my face, and I will try and use my finger itself to blend it out. Honestly, whenever I use any liquid highlighter or illuminating cream, I always use it on the highest point of my face. I don't slap it on my entire face, just because I'm doing a first impression. I really want to see how is the product actually, how's the texture, how does it blend. I'm sorry for my croaky voice, you guys. It might sound little harsh, but yes, please ignore that. And it has a very subtle shine, which I can say it's not too much, not too overly, and I don't see any shimmer particles shining or peeking through. Everything has just melted into my skin. I don't see any kind of patchiness or tugging or pulling, but I can say that it is not very hydrating and it has a little bit of thicker texture. So let's see how it blends on the other side of my face with a brush. I am more interested because I rarely use my fingers to apply the product onto my face, you guys. I know it's too much, but on the camera, like I film from my phone camera, so I really have to show you how is the product. So after blending it out on the left side of my face with the brush, I can see that there is little bit of patchiness in most of the area because the brush just tugs and pulls and it limits the spreadability of the product. But if I do the same thing with my finger, the warmth of my finger makes it easy to blend out and spread out the product. And that is how I got an even finish on this side of my face, on the right side. But here where I've used my brush, it has gathered and cling onto many of my skin's texture. Let me just zoom you guys to show how actually it is. So that's my skin, you guys. I hope you can make out from the camera. You know, I have a lot of textures on my forehead, so it has cling onto that. You can see some patchiness going on, but on the right side where I've used my finger, there is no patchiness. It looks even if I compare it to the left side of my face where I've used the brush. It doesn't feel tacky. I can say it feels very less hydrating and little bit lightweight. Other than that, I don't see a lot of difference. If you see me from a distance, you can see my skin glowing. Now let me just do my base makeup, and I really want to see how actually it layers on top of the foundation, because they say that this product goes on easily even on top of powder products, which we are going to put it on test today. So I'll come back with my base makeup. For my base, I used my L'Oreal Infallible Skin Tint in the shade 6 to 7 tan, which is my perfect match. It matches me very well, but it does oxidize little bit, so I always like to brighten the center of my face. Now, as I promised, I am going to do the highest points of my face. On one side, I am planning to just go over it with the wand itself, and other side I'm planning to mix it with my blush. So I'm taking it on the back of my hand, though it feels very smooth to touch. So that's just one layer of this liquid highlighter, and if I build it up, let's see how much highlighted look do I get. That's about it, you guys. It's very natural, that is what I can say. Now let me just do the other side with Inside Cosmetics Halo Glow in the shade Solar Kiss. It's a beautiful molten gold kind of shade, and I'm just taking little bit, just a dot, and see the magic for yourself. Look at that glow, you guys. Just look at that. You need very little. This side with Inside Cosmetics Halo Glow, and this side with Mars Glowfly. This is with 2 layers, and this is just with 1 layer. If I try to build it up, I think it will be little bit more intense. Look at it. This is after 2 layers, which is very natural, and this is something very intense. If you want me to compare these two products side by side, let me know in the comments. I'll definitely come up with a video soon. And now let me just try and use it with a blush. So I'm taking my e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush. This is in the shade, what shade is this? Oh my god, I don't remember the shade. I'll mention it in the screen for you guys, or you can check the description box. And I am mixing it little bit with the Glowfly Liquid Highlighter. They should have bought some more shades so that it could have been, you know, feasible for deeper and rich skin tone people. So that's how it looks after I've mixed it in. You can see the glow. Let me just try and blend it out with a brush. This side I had used the Inside Cosmetics one. Look at the glow, how gorgeous it looks. Oh my god, I'm totally in love with this Inside one. So this side and this side. I know I have done a little bit too much, so let me take my makeup sponge and just press the product down well so that it blends into my skin and looks even more natural. I should have gone for some other blush. I feel this blush is washing me off a little bit. It's not going with my outfit. I'll do one thing. I'll just remove the entire base makeup and I will come right back with a separate blush, with a new blush. Alright you guys, I redid my base and now it's completely a plain canvas to work on. So let me just try and use the highlighter directly with a wand on my face to see whether it lifts my base. You have seen in first use that with 2 layers also it gives me a very light to medium natural highlighted look, and you have seen the difference both on the Inside Cosmetics and Mars side. So this is just with 1 layer and with 3 dots, and let's just do it on the other side with some highlighter mixed with a blush. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in this shade Pinky Promise. Hope this time I don't have to redo my base makeup. So I'm mixing it together. what I'm going to do is I'll just apply the blush directly on top of the highlighter. Alright, so this side is giving me a very beautiful blush lighter kind of effect once I have mixed it with the highlighter, and this side is giving me like a blush with a highlighter on top. The glitter particles just melts into the skin and doesn't shine through, and it does not sit on top of the skin, which is what I really like. If you want that intense blinding highlighter effect, you can totally opt for this, and if you want something natural for your everyday wear in affordable budget, then you can go for the Mars one. Okay guys, I'm back again. So you can see my face is nicely powdered, and they claim that it goes on easily even on top of the powders. So let's just try and use it, and I have taken little bit on the back of my hand, and I am going ever so slightly with my finger itself with tapping motion, and yes, it went on easily, but you know what, it's not giving me that kind of glow what I expected it to be, because on the bare skin on top of cream product it goes on easily, but on powder it tugs and pulls little bit. The blending process is not smooth at all. I would highly suggest, if you're a beginner and looking out to try out this product, it's always better to use it on top of the cream product, and then you can lock it with the powder product. That is how you will get a very smooth seamless finish, because now when I see in the mirror, it is looking little bit patchy in this area, which you cannot see it on the camera, but in mirror I can totally see it very clearly. Alright you guys, I'm back after full face of makeup, and this is how my skin looks like. Let me tell you, it's lot of highlighter going on my face, which I really don't like much. I like very subtle, very natural, like it should give me a very inner kind of glow. But someone who loves this kind of blinding, a very intense highlighted look, I think you can go with couple of layers, which is totally fine. But all this while, when I was trying and testing out this highlighter, I noticed that my skin is going dry. So if you are dry or extremely dry skin like me, I would highly suggest you prepping your skin, moisturizing your skin really well before using this type of product, because it does not have any added skincare benefit except for the sunflower seed oil, which is not going to do a lot to provide you hydration and moisturization. For that you need an external source. Other than that, I can recommend this product to all of you, but for 10 ml or 10 grams of product you are paying $3.99, which again is a lot of money. They could have kept the price little bit under rupees 300. That way it could have been feasible and more affordable. Though I don't mind the price point, but there are someone or somebody who is under budget or starting with makeup or going to college, so they are more under budget. For them you can get it on a great discount. Apart from that, I am really liking this highlighter, but I need to give it a shot couple of times before making my mind whether I actually like it, because today was the first impression, and yes, it is a pretty decent product. After all the makeup that I have it on my face, it is started to feel little bit heavy. Now if you want me to compare these two, I would say this is like Charlotte Tilbury Flawless that thing, which has couple of shades in it, like it has 8 shades and it has some pigment which evens out your skin. This is a liquid highlighter with 3 variant, or you can say 3 shade, which is more comparable to the Inside Cosmetics Hello Glow Illuminator, which you can use it on your entire face without making you look very disco ball like or cakey like, because it melts into the skin and gives you a very beautiful illuminated skin. You can use it on various parts like the décolletage area, on the highest points of your face. You can use it under your makeup, over your makeup, on the legs, hand, wherever you want to highlight. You can use this also on various parts of your body and face. Wherever you have exposed area and you want to look glowy, you can use it in many ways. It is very much lightweight, and also it dries down pretty quick. This also dries down pretty quick, so you'll have to be quick with your blending process so that it doesn't get patchy. And also it is kind of water and sweat resistance, and this they have not claimed anything about it, so I don't know whether it is waterproof or water resistant. But for 399 you get a pretty good product under budget. Who loves Mars product, they can always go ahead and try it out. This is exclusively available on Flipkart, Amazon, and on their official website. I did not see it yet on Nykaa or Myntra, so I will try and mention the link in the description box. If you're wanting to pick a shade for yourself, you can definitely go ahead and pick it for you. This is not a sponsored video in any ways, you guys. This is not a PR or a promotion. I have picked up this from my own money. I was waiting for Mars to launch a new product because it's been quite a while they haven't launched something new, something out of the box which will blow the mind. I still have no idea whether it blew my mind or not, but it is a decent product.